Hi guys, it's Frosty here, and I still have a bit of a cold, so likely I'm going to sound absolutely crazy, a bit like a man. But yeah, I'm here to do a question and answers video because apparently like one whole person was interested. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and I got a few, so I'm going to answer about 8 to 10 because I don't think I can talk for any longer than that. So yeah, let's get started. Question 1, what art software do you use? At the moment I use Paint Tool Sci because I love it and I managed to get it for free, so I wasn't complaining about that. So yeah, I use Paint Tool Sci for drawing, and then usually I edit like in GIMP or GIMP 2. My tablet is a Trust slimline widescreen tablet, and my poor pen is so old and dying now. See. What grade or year are you in at school? I'm not in school anymore. I'm a uni student. Yeah, somehow I managed to pass enough A-levels to get myself into university. Which leads nicely into the next question, which is what course are you taking at uni and how are you finding it? I'm studying film and television, and so far I love it. It's amazing. It's, you know, everything that I hoped it would be and more. So I'm not sure how I'm doing in it. We had an assignment, and I have another copy of it here, but it was the hardest thing I've ever had to write in my life, and this is only the first assignment that we were given. It was only 500 words and it took me about 2 weeks to write, so yeah. Question 4, how did you start with artsy stuff and how did you get into it? It's the kind of cheesy, I remember drawing since forever really, you know, if there was a pencil and a hard surface that would stay still long enough, I'd draw on it. Well, that was when I was a kid, and then I don't know, I kind of lost it, I guess, for a little while until I went into secondary school, where I had an art teacher who, you know, made me passionate about art again, and made me think that I really wanted to consider it as a career. But then I moved schools again and decided no, I really hated it. I don't know whether it was like the transition of moving or whether the teacher, you know, didn't spark my imagination that much, but I just moved to a different secondary school, so about year 9. So I was about 13 and I just decided that I hated it, even though I continued to take it on at GCSE and then again an A-level. My life makes so much sense. I don't think it's that I was bad at it, I just really hated it, and I still do, and the only reason I draw now is completely for fun. Question 5. Everyone knows you love your dubstep. How did you find your love for dubstep and electro music? I'm not really sure. I think it was something that I kept hearing about on the internet and was like, what is this what is this mystical new music that I keep hearing about? So with the power of Google at my hand, I found some dubstep. I can't remember what the first piece I listened to was, and that apparently is quite bad because apparently a lot of people remember their first like dubstep track, and I found it completely different to how people were describing it. Everyone was like, oh god, you know, your ears will bleed, and you know, only a very special type of person listens to this kind of music. But I really liked it, and I've never really gone back. Question number 6, how do you get your line art to look so smooth? I get this question a lot, and as I said in my first question, I use Paint Tool Sci, and that has a little stabilizer tool. You use that and then your line art looks amazing. Edit that out. I don't know what my lineup would look like without it. Probably a lot wobblier and more horrible. How do you make your designs? I really don't know. I suppose because we did like a little module thing on colour and what works together and what doesn't in A-level art, I guess. That kind of helped me get an idea of what looks good together and what completely doesn't, because I think that's a really important thing when you're designing. If you want to make a really good design, I'd say probably the most important thing you could do is make it look good. And what I tend to do is go with a natural base colour, so pick a grey or a brown or a peach, or you know, something kind of natural for the base colour, and then think about a colour scheme that you want to add on to that. So say you did grey and pink, that always looks nice together, so you might have 2 or 3 different colour greys on the base, and then you'd use a pink, like a really shocking pink, as some of the markings, because I think that always looks good. I mean, obviously this is just my opinion, but I always think that more natural colour designs with some kind of amazing unnatural colour on it somewhere always looks the best. Number 8, what is your favourite food? Spaghetti. What's the best design or character you've ever seen on DeviantArt or for Affinity? I can't answer that. There are so many. And I think, oh god, you know, I wish they were mine. But yeah, there are so many characters, and you know, I don't think you have to be popular on these websites to have a good character or anything. So if you have a really good design, I'd love to see it. Question 10. Where do you get all your ideas for your art? And do you always have an emotion or a theme in your head when you draw? No. No, I don't. If you have any more questions to ask me, just ask me on this video or on my Affinity or DeviantArt or Twitter or Tumblr. So I'll link all them to you guys in the description. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again, because I'm enjoying making these vlogs again.